Good morning. Welcome to Scottie Crafts and Wendy's World. Today I want to talk to you about Dylusions. Diane Reevely's Dylusion ink sprays.
And we have such fun with her and her spraying and her personality. She's amazing.
She is amazing. I'm just overwhelmed by how she can fill a journal very, very rapidly with these sprays. They're awesome. I came home after CHA and I had a bit of a play and did kind of like a background journal page.
So this is gorgeous.
You spray your colours on. You can spray them through stencils to create your backgrounds. You can put on lots of colours, add water to move it all around. You can then come in once it's dry and add layers of stamping, which I've done in the background here using archival ink. I've stamped with white stays on over the top. You'll just see the little chicken wire. I've sprayed through lace. So the lace piece that I sprayed through, because I wanted it colour to match my page, I lay it on the page first white and then sprayed through.
So clever.
So it's like it's created like a stencil look. I love all the seam binding coloured with it.
I
Then
do too.
stamp your images over the top. You can then add like little pocket envelopes. I've made a background colour using the same colourways with the sprays. Use Tim Holtz dye and cut it into like a little envelope.
Oh, that's that envelope dye. That's great.
So you can pop like little tags in there. You can create pockets. I've done another page here.
Oh, even more yummy.
So I've used like a stencil in the background. You just lay it on and spray. Just put some colour down first, then lay your stencils on. Doesn't matter what the stencil is. Could be anything. Something you've cut on your Cricut. Or a bought stencil. Once again, stamping over the top using white gel pens to colour in. Every layer has to be dried first. Tim Holtz stamps, bits of stamps in the background. You don't need a whole image. And then white stays on stamped as well. So
Beautiful. And then once you've done that, you can put your journaling on another piece of paper and stick it on the top, or you can stick photos in, or you could use that lovely pocket there and put something in it as well on top of your background.
Yeah, transparent like corners as well that you can tuck photos and things into.
So gorgeous. I've just got to turn back to that other one. I love it.
Oh, there's a start for another one on the back of that page as well.
Diane Reevely technique. Don't waste anything.
Yeah, you flip your stencil over onto a blank page, press it down, and you're ready to go with the next one, so nothing gets wasted.
Okay.
So I don't know if Adrian wants to just show you. Any of these stamps would work equally as well. So just partial images, you don't have to stamp the whole image on. With my words, I tend to make them fuzzy so you can't see them, so they're just like a writing background. Anything works. I love the La Blanche stamps as well because you can just use parts of them. These, like all the word stamps and things, you can stamp them on plain coloured paper that matches and cut around the words and stick them on for your journaling. Just love it. Anything goes, basically.
Those word stamps are very cool though.
They are cool.
We've got lots of Dylusion stamps coming as well.
So the inks of choice once you've dried your background, like white stays on, black archival ink and coffee brown are my favourites for going over the top once you've done your images. This is a cling wrap technique which I'm going to show you in just a moment to create a background. It does like a iced, you know, like frozen water kind of look. And then all I've done is stamped an image on the top. Great start for a men's card. Same again with this one. I've also used stenciling in the background, stamping, and then just stamped an image on. That's also a cling wrap technique, as is this one. This is watercolour paper. So I tend to do a lot of these techniques on the cling wrap ones on gloss card.
Okay.
Or manila tags because they have a slick surface.
All right.
So it tends to work a lot better on those. Watercolour paper is another really great one, and for that I did a salt technique. So Adrian's just looking at that. So you use like a rock salt.
Yes.
And then you can create awesome backgrounds like this. And this is on our blog.
Wendy.
So perfect pearl spray in the background, then load on your colours, drop rock salt on, and that's the type of look that you'll get. You can also do it on like your sticky back canvas.
Oh, I love the techniques and how they come out differently on different surfaces.
And that's just a manila tag that we sell. Most stunning.
And those colours are to die for.
And I also did a bit of seam binding as well. So it would have been the bright lime green, but because I've dropped salt on it, the salt kind of takes the colour away or puddles it into an area. It's a really cool technique.
It is. Okay, now what are you going to show us?
Right, so I'm going to show you the Glad Wrap background technique, or cling wrap, sorry. I use Glad Wrap, but any of the plastic lunch wraps will work.
Yeah.
There's another tag that I've done as well, just to pick up the perfect pearl. Can you see the perfect
and all
pearl?
those little shapes on there are from the
cling wrap. So all you do, I'm going to use a piece of our gloss card. We sell that in envelope form or card and envelope packs, and also in the 8.5 by 11.
Okay.
And I just cut it down to the size that I want. First, I'm going to lay down a base of perfect pearl on my gloss card. So shake it up to make sure all your pearl pigment is lifted off the bottom and mixed into the resin.
Okay, so perfect pearl first.
Oh, okay, maybe not. That one's got a little blockage. We can sort that out later. Then on your piece of plastic wrap, I want you to squirt some of the colour from the Dylusions.
Just in odd areas.
Odd areas, doesn't really matter. Then we're going to flip it over onto our cardstock and press it down. And you want those wrinkles in it. Any white areas like that, you can move the cling wrap over. Or sometimes it's nice to have white areas. Now you can already see that it's starting to form those beautiful patterns. So, just to speed things up, here's a couple that I did about sort of 3/4 of an hour ago. You can see that it's dry. Most of the colour's gone out of the cling wrap now and is down into my card. So this is ready for me just to remove. And all these lined areas are the perfect pearl.
Oh wow, so that's how the perfect pearl comes through.
Yeah, and you can see it on this manila tag as well. Look at that. So these are still slightly damp. You can then, from this stage, dry them with a heat gun. But when it's in the first state, don't do it. Let it sit on its own and do its stuff.
And dry it.
Yeah.
Okay, so those little gold bits that I can see on here.
That's the perfect pearl.
Okay, so that's what the perfect pearl does. It rises to the surface
between the lines. So on this, if I pick it up and tilt it, and this one isn't, can you catch it in that light, Adrian?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can see a bit of a sheen on there, yep.
It's gorgeous. It's almost like opals.
It is,
isn't it?
It's quite gorgeous.
Once that's dry, you can then decorate it with stamps. You can spray through a stencil onto it. The world's your oyster.
That's right.
So I tend to create a lot of pieces like this that will then become pages in a book, and I use my bind it all to bind them, and then I add my images.
So that's a cool idea. You can use all these different surfaces, create all these beautiful different pages and different techniques, and then put it and bind it yourself into your own journal and just put a cover and stuff on it.
That's right.
How cool is that?
Isn't that awesome?
It is. And now, you've also used some of these, haven't you?
I have. So the metal embellishments and charms that we sell, you can lay those down and create a mask in the background. So I've laid these on and then I've sprayed through with the Dylusions spray.
That's cool, because then you could just wash them off and still carry on using them.
You can, most definitely. There's my lace as well as a mask. So I've laid it down. I wanted it coloured, laid it on white, sprayed through it, lifted off, but I can also still use the piece of lace to decorate. Stamp a stamp in the background and you're ready to go.
Oh, Wendy, that's a beautiful technique with beautiful products. Thanks so much for that.
I had so much fun.
I bet you did. Can you tell? I think you and I need to do some of that together sometime instead of you doing it by yourself. That's not fair. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, that you can see all of these products on www.scottiecrafts.co.nz and click on Wendy's World for the video and also for the beautiful products that she's used. And also on our blog, you can click on our blog from the website to find out how to do the techniques in detail. Thank you for joining us, ladies. See you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.